Welcome to the Medical Device Made Easy podcast. Here is Monir El Azzouzi from easymedicaldevice.com, and today we'll continue the part 2 of last week's podcast, where we are sharing with you some interviews that we had during the last year Team-Prrc event, which are exclusive, so no one saw that before. Mainly what we'll do today, so we have 3 more interviews. So last week we had the interviews with Piero Costa, with Eric Volbrecht, with Ronald Boumans, and with Christopher Kipp from BVMed. And this week we'll have the interviews with Bassil Akra, with Elena Kyria, and with Elem Ayne, the Team-Prrc president. We'll have the 3 interviews, and the objective also of this podcast is to tell you that we have the next Team-Prrc event in November 16th and 17th. So mainly the idea for you is to be able to join us in Strasbourg, France. So you still have some time to enroll and to come. So it will be really a great event where we'll have a lot of people, a lot of experts that are coming, and we'll be really dissecting, as you will see today, because we'll talk about that with Bassil Akra. So we'll be dissecting everything that the PRC is doing. So the idea is mainly to help PRC to understand more about what they are doing. So in terms of the interviews of today, so we have the first one with Bassil Akra, which is like Ronald Boumans and like the others, which are also some board members of the Team-Prrc association. And here we'll talk more about what is the commitment of the Team-Prrc, because the Team-Prrc is an association that is also providing some membership for people that are PRC, which are giving them some support. So it's also important for them to explain also what is the objective of this association. We have also the interview with Elena Kyria, and Elena Kyria is a recruiter in the field of medical device, quality and regulatory affairs. So she was here and she really tried to understand more about what is the role, because as a recruiter she had also to have some clear understanding so that she can find the right person for your company. And the last interview will be with Elem Ayne, the president of Team-Prrc. So it was the interview with Elem was really at the end of the event. She was really tired, but she was really nice and provided us her conclusion about the Team-Prrc event, and thanking also people that were part of it. So don't hesitate to show the videos, and also share that with the people, and share also the event with the people. Go on the show notes and you'll find the link about the event. Okay, so let's have the first interview with Bassil Akra. So we are back here with Bassil Akra. So hi Bassil, how are you?
Hi Monir, how are you? Nice seeing you.
Yeah. So we are here at Team-Prrc event in Brussels. So Bassil, you are kind of the moderator also of this event. You are asking a lot of questions and talking with a lot of people during the event. So what's maybe how do you see first? How do you think the event went, and what were your highlights also during this event?
Thank you, Monir, and thank you first of all for your support and for being with us during this annual first event from Team-Prrc. Actually, it's a big success. We are proud from the board of Team-Prrc that we have the first event which is going very successfully, and we have a lot of attendees, a lot of interesting discussion, also members from the MDCG who joined us on the opening meeting from BVMed as well, and industry representative as well as notified bodies being with us here in Brussels to discuss about actually MDR, IVDR, and especially Article 15 and how this is to be implemented, and the open questions which every one of us are still having. It was till now what we are seeing. I mean, we're second day and the last day of this event. Very exciting, a lot of very important discussions, very important also answers regarding topics like liability, like responsibilities, wording about what is ensuring compliance, what does it mean. All of these things were well discussed and answered. And I'm looking forward for the upcoming second year annual event to discuss also further about where we stand then, perhaps in 2023. This is why I invite everyone to be part of our Team-Prrc association to help us structuring the future and making sure as well that our annual events are helping people learning, and sharing knowledge over the years.
And so being part of the Team-Prrc is also helping the organization to maybe push some suggestions, some elements to the commission also. I think it's really something that is also important for that.
This is our actually commitment. We are not there just to have like an association. The association has actually a clear plan and target, which is actually delivering the voice of PRC to the Commission, to the MDCG group, to make sure that actually our questions are answered, and answered for long term in a harmonized way by legislator to get like a common playing field in Europe with regard to the PRRC expectation.
Yeah, and as you said, we had the EU Commission with the MDCG people, we had team notified body there, etc. We had also a lot of discussion about translation, and as you mentioned, wording, like responsible, liable is different, like the French translation, the English translation, the German. So we are not here to talk about specifically like the sixth line of the Article 15 just to say you are responsible for that. Here we are really deep diving on each word one by one and dissecting in them and telling what does really that mean.
The intention of this event, it's a focus event. We are not training on MDR.
Exactly.
We are looking on a specific actually article of the MDR, because it's important to understand this new function, which is very important for the system to understand how to deal with it, how to understand it, how to implement it, by learning not just by other translation in European legislation, but also by learning from other legislation, like farmer legislation, like looking to the data protection also role. All of these things allow us to understand how to implement the requirement in the right way, how to be pragmatic, balanced in the expectation as well, and not overdoing for the manufacturer as well, the authorized representative.
No, I think it's, I mean, the event was really great for that, because we had also, we had a lot of people coming with their own question, but because they are fearing going to jail, as we are always saying.
This is a big problem.
Can I go to jail? Or who is going to jail if a product is wrong? So I think we have received a lot of answers yesterday and maybe also today about that. You also mentioned about notified bodies. We had the presentation from Eurofines about how to make the job of Elizabeth for how to look at the PMS, etc. So we are really trying to give some practical examples of how to do your job. It's really the objective also of this event here today.
Yeah. I mean, it's we just want to help. This event is knowledge sharing.
Yeah.
And also collection of key questions which are leading to challenges in the implementation of the MDR and IVDR. And we are there as an association, and we call actually everyone who's acting in this field to be part of Team-Prrc, to be a member. And it is a value of actually getting everything harmonized, starting by creating together templates, creating to work together guidance, code of conduct. This is one important point which we discussed. And we need to make sure that actually we build the frame on how we're going to implement the requirement, because this put us in better situation than letting someone else telling us how to do it. We need to tell how it should be done to ensure actually that we can achieve what we are looking for.
Great, so let's invite everybody for next year for the event again with MDR. Also IVDR people should be coming, because we have seen a lot of MDR, but we need also IVDR people. And let's enjoy again another event next year.
Thank you, Monir. Thank you for your support and being with us.
Thank you, bye.
Okay, so I hope you liked the interview with Bassil Akra. So now we will go with Elena Kyria and we'll talk specifically about recruiting a PRC.
So hi everyone, so I am with Elena Kyria from Elem Ayne. So we will talk specifically about this event, the Team-Prrc event. So Helena, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm feeling really energized after the last couple of days. It's been fabulous to see you all, and you as well, Monir.
Great, exactly. I mean, we meet sometime at conferences, but we never had the chance to make a video together. So Elena, so we had a lot of information about PRC role, which is a new role. As a recruiter, you are recruiting people, and maybe they will be PRC. So, I mean, maybe there are some questions like, will we go to jail, or this kind of thing that were asked here. So, is this something that is really important for you and that can help you on your role as a recruiter for regulatory affairs affairs and quality people?
Yeah, I think so. For me, like one of the key takeaways has been, when we are recruiting and we're recruiting PRRC roles or roles that incorporate the PRRC responsibility, there's always that question about liability.
Yeah, exactly.
And something that I was really happy to have was an answer to this question. Or at least as much of an answer as I've ever been able to have. And generally, the understanding is that no, you won't go to jail. There's a difference between liability and responsibility.
Exactly.
And I think, we had some very esteemed speakers who could really talk to that point. I think as well, the other thing that I took away that was really interesting as well from a candidate perspective is that, there should be separate agreements, right? So the PRRC, the role as PRRC, if you have that role alongside another role, should be a separate part of your mandate, let's say, with the company, so that you do have a way out if you then want.
You don't like it,
exactly.
Okay, I just remove that
without having to fire yourself, right?
Exactly.
So that was a really interesting takeaway that Eric Vollebrecht sort of shared with us. So I think it's been really interesting. I think PRRC is something that we're going to be watching more and more. We're already seeing more and more companies put more and more emphasis on this. So I definitely think it's going to be a growth area within the regulatory and quality field, both for medical devices and for IVD. So we're super excited about that and to help the community.
Exactly. And I suppose that coming to this kind of events, learning from these things will help you also, because you will get some contacts from some manufacturers that will ask you, I need somebody that can fit the PRRC also. As a recruiter, knowing what it means, what is in the background, I think is really important also for you.
Yeah, definitely. It's really about understanding, what the requirements are and what companies need to fulfill when they're recruiting their PRRC. So from our perspective, is really being able to understand what we need to look for in terms of competencies and experience from the candidate side, and also just being able to advise the companies on how they should go about actually structuring the agreement, not in a legal perspective because we're not lawyers, but at least providing that input on what the role of a PRRC is. And it is, ultimately that the PRRC is not the person that's liable, and actually they're part of a bigger system of compliance within the organisation. So I see our role as recruiters also being part of the education, towards the companies that we're supporting, especially the smaller ones that maybe cannot attend these events.
Clear.
So it's been a really amazing last few days.
So mainly you are helping manufacturers to find the right candidates. What I like with the Elem Ayne is mainly the fact that you are specialized in quality and regulatory affairs. So you are part of a lot of conferences, so you try to learn to understand exactly what it is. As you said, this helps, I suppose, a lot the small manufacturers, because they don't have the right person or the people or the group, if I can say, of people to guide you, if I can say, on what they need, but already what they need because of that, I suppose.
Yeah, I really believe our role is really about being trusted advisor, right? And so, I once heard the analogy that I've basically stolen, but it's this idea of, if you imagine a tapestry, right? And when you're working in a company, you're essentially seeing one colour within a big tapestry. That's your, string that you're sort of following, your thread in the tapestry. As recruiters, especially because we're specialised in the market and we're covering the whole of Europe, we're really seeing the big picture. We're seeing what small companies are doing, what big companies are doing, what freelancers are doing, what people employed in companies are doing, and it really allows us to really see trends across the board. And so I believe that our role, we have a responsibility as trusted advisors to companies, that if there may be not sure how to do something, or maybe have a certain way of doing something that isn't actually best practice or industry standard, that we're there to be able to provide that input, because we do have the big picture overview, which is also why we're able to provide stuff like salary reports, and we're releasing more data around what people really want from their job, and so that's where I see our role. It's more than just filling jobs, it's more about being trusted advisors to the community.
I completely agree. I mean, if you have not followed already Elena Kyria or Elem Ayne on LinkedIn, so you can, because she's providing a lot of content, and it's really great. So thanks, Elena, for being here, and thanks for your support.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks.
Okay, so now the last interview, which is a conclusion really of the event, with Elem Ayne, which is the Team-Prrc president. Don't forget also that we have this event that will be coming this November 16th and 17th. So don't hesitate also to look at the show notes for the event. So let's have the interview with Elem Ayne.
Hi everyone. So we are here still at the event of Team-Prrc. So the room is empty. There is nobody anymore. So we are staying here at the end with Elem. So Elem, hi, how are you?
Hi, Monir. Hi. Thank you. I am fine and I feel now relieved.
Tired, completely exhausted, so it's great. But Elem, we had first Team-Prrc event. I mean, first, it's really, I hope not the last. So we had a great event. We had a lot of good people here asking great questions. So what is your impression? I mean, are you happy of what you have made during these 2 days?
Absolutely, yes. Yes, I am very happy. I am so grateful to have all of these attendees. We were about 80 people, so thanks to all of them, thanks to our representative, thanks to our advisory board, thanks to our board also, my great team, my great supporters. I also thank you, Raps, our sponsor for this event. So thanks to them also to be there. They come from USA. So
I saw them also. Brian and Jennifer.
Absolutely, Brian Savoy and Jennifer Newton were there. So thanks to them also to support us, and I hope that we can build a strong partnership with them now to go in the same direction and to bring to all PRRC the good recommendation to help them in their daily activities.
Yeah, and so we still encourage all PRRCs to
become a member.
Be member of Team-Prrc.
Absolutely, yes.
Because I think it's helping also the association to also have some weight, if I can say, against the Commission. It's also helping, the PRRC, because they are learning a lot with the association. You can also participate to those kind of meetings where you will be asking your $1 million, because we had some kind of thing like $1 million questions, which is really great. We had also, Eric Volbrecht, Bassil Akra, Ronald Boumans. Ronald Boumans and Bassil Akra are part of the board.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had, who else? The Commission people.
From MDCG.
From MDCG, we had Orla and Mario. We had Team NB with Françoise.
Françoise Schlemmer.
Exactly.
Yes. We also have Christopher Kipp from BVMed.
Exactly. We have made an interview with him, so it's great. So,
we had very well-known manufacturers like Abbott,
G&G also, yeah.
So,
for a first event, it's really great to have that. I'm really impressed. Even me, I'm impressed. Wow, it's really the first event, so it's really great. But do you have some kind of? The people that were coming here were from everywhere. You ask at a moment, where are you from, which country, etc. Some from the US, some from this and that. So they were coming, I think, because PRRC is a new role, so they had some questions. They maybe were afraid to be PRRC, etc. Do you think after that they were a bit relieved of the role and have a better understanding of what is the role of PRRC, and that they can go there and say, okay, now I know exactly what I'm signing off when I'm becoming a PRRC?
I believe yes, because I had many feedbacks from the attendees telling me that now we are more confident in our role. We know more about the role of the PRRC, so thank you very much for this event. And I also thank them to be there, because this was for us. We are an association. We are here to help each other, to share knowledge, to harmonize the interpretation of the Article 15, because it's not really easy when you have a new regulation, you have some new requirements, and so you have many questions, and we have here during this event many relevant questions from the attendees. And I really would like also to thank all of the speakers, because it takes too much time for us, for the board, and for me also to organize this event, to organize the program, to have speakers available for this event. So as you said, like MDCG, like Team NB, BVMed. And I'm really grateful for Bassil Akra, our vice president, because he was the mediator of this roundtable, and it was very wonderful. So
I mean, I recorded the roundtable, so I think we will present that. But yeah, Bassil has made an extraordinary job to facilitate the intervention with everybody, which was really, I mean, amazing. So I hope I can show that to you. But mainly, we had all that. So there is a next event planned. You were asking still the question where it will be, when it will be. So yeah, we have asked that to the members, and the members, I hope they will answer, provide some good locations, if I can say, for that.
I will take in consideration the wishes of all of our attendees. So for the next event, the place of the next event, because this was our inaugural event.
Yeah.
So our first event, and as it was a success, now we can say it because everybody was very happy. So we can say that we can continue in this way and be able to visit each European Union countries, each member states, and promote the activity of the association. So
register, be a member of Team-Prrc, and provide your suggestion, and maybe we'll come to your country then. Sure. So it will be, I hope, great. So thank you, Elem. It was really great. Thanks for inviting me also. Thanks for, I mean, all the people that are here. And yeah, let's meet again at the next event.
Thanks you very much. Thanks all of you.
Okay, so it was really a pleasure for me to show you all those interviews that were really exclusive, so I hope you like them. And that I will also meet you at the Team-Prrc event in November 16th and 17th in Strasbourg. So don't hesitate to go on the show notes. There is a link. You can go there and you can find everything. So thank you very much, and I wish you a nice day.